Premier Ford says his government's stay-at-home messaging is clear.
Folks, there is no confusion here. It's very simple. Stay home.
While some people have no issues,
The main thing is our safety and health and safety, so I don't have any problem with that.
I hope they help and they bring down the numbers and the kids can get back to school.
others, including other politicians, are frustrated.
It's really confusing when Costco's allowed to stay open, but if they're allowed to open with 25% capacity, please explain to me why our local businesses who are suffering the most are not allowed to open with 25% capacity.
They've turned this pandemic, it went from a healthcare issue to a partisan issue.
The order officially goes into effect tomorrow at midnight, and Ontario's Solicitor General says many forms of law enforcement will be on the lookout.
If you are not at your place of residence and you need to be fined or you will be ticketed as a result of the orders, they have an obligation to ask for your name, date of birth, and address.
A maximum fine of $1,000, or if taken to court and convicted, a maximum fine of $100,000 and a year in jail could follow. Hefty penalties for laws the City of Hamilton is still working on how to enforce.
At this point in time, I think policing is going to be very much involved, and I think we'll ask our police force to kind of realign their resources to ensure that we do a proper job of enforcing these new provincial recommendations for people to stay home.
We can't be everywhere all the time, and there are no new resources coming. This is a shared responsibility among those who enforce those types of rules, and so police and our bylaw officers and the province will work together on this.
The Social Planning and Research Council of Hamilton has reported that Hamilton neighborhoods with higher concentrations of racialized people living on low incomes have higher rates of COVID-19. Those trends, coupled with increased enforcement, has spawned real anxiety.
That increase in the amount of discretion that bylaw or police have in these matters to collect information, to card people, to surveil people, to decide on the spot whether what they're doing is essential or not, is what a lot of people are worried about. Because as we know, those things don't get measured equitably.
Niagara Regional Police say enforcement will not be just one agency's responsibility. All provincial offences officers, including police officers, First Nations constables, and special constables, will be on hand to make sure the rules are being followed.